My name is Tyler Beckley. I fight out of Findlay, Ohio, and also Toledo, Ohio. I've been doing MMA and fighting with my fight team, Demolition Fight Team, for a little over 5 years now.
My name is Masterson. I fight currently with the Wrestling Factory. I'm from Westlake, Ohio, and been doing MMA for about 10 years or so now.
My opponent I'll be fighting is Masterson. I know that he's 9-3. I know that he's been around the block a while. He hasn't fought in a while. Seems like a really tough guy. You know, kind of a tough as nails kind of guy. Doesn't get stopped a lot. He goes the distance with a lot of people. Seems like a guy that's going to be, you know, hard to put away.
I think I've seen him fight on TV once. He looked pretty good. I mean, he looked like he was a good grappler. So I expect him to be a good opponent.
For this fight, I've been training in both a lot of jiu-jitsu, and I added a lot of gi training to my regimen, but a lot of MMA and just improving things in my game.
I hadn't really been doing much MMA training. Well, I do yoga almost every day, and that's not MMA training, but that's just something I do for, like, I just like to do it, and it really helps me just stay calm and just deal with things. I try and just get as many workouts in as I can. Like now I kind of just bounce around and just get it in where I can. Like I do strength conditioning with my brother Mark, and I wrestle with my brother Jimmy, and then I come up here and, you know, on days when I need to get sparring in, just to work with Josh Cruzon and Pat Phelan, and then you know, when I get a chance, I work out with Mike Boyd or Frank Caraballo as well.
The game plan for this fight, I don't exactly, like, I have the same game plan for most of my fights. It's a fist fight. It's a fist fight, and that's how it's going to be. And I know something that he's good at, but I like to focus more on things that I'm good at. So I have my game plan, and it's the same pretty much every time. And then everything else is react on the fly. You know, if he does this, you do that. And if you're not prepared for one person standing in front of you trying to punch you in the face or submit you, then you're probably not in the right game, you know. He's not going to show me anything different that other people don't already show me. So I work on what I'm good at and what I can do. I don't really focus a lot on what he's going to do. Oh, he's going to do this, and he's going to do that. I know what he's going to do. He's going to try to knock me out, or he's going to try to submit me. So that's how I play it. I prepare and I work on things that I'm good at.
I don't really have like a specific game plan. Like I have a feeling my opponent's going to try and take me down, because he's kind of like a big, strong wrestler. So just plan on controlling the distance and, you know, making him pay for his aggression and go for takedowns, and just see where it goes and take what it gives me, like always.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the cage first, Tyler Beckley.
So here comes Tyler Beckley, as we're in the 205-pound professional Rocktagon division, and Beckley is in a precarious situation. He's fighting a man in Matt Masterson that has had quite a long layoff, and this will be a very emotional return to the cage for Matt Masterson. For those who don't know, Matt's brother Phil Masterson was murdered in 2011 in Put-in-Bay. Yeah. Since then, Matt has not fought, and this is when he's decided to make his return. You saw in the preview video where he talked about doing yoga to kind of help him with things in life. He is a very calm guy. That's how he's always been inside the cage. I'm interested to see what his demeanor will be like now after the tragedy that happened with his brother and him returning back to MMA.
Absolutely. He has had a long layoff, and the yoga is important. I don't know if you've ever done yoga, but it's very humbling. It's very hard. And, you know, this is the elephant in the middle of the room. I mean, it's something that obviously it's uncomfortable to talk about, and what a tragedy, and what a stupid tragedy. But
you know, another young fighter, Phil Masterson, was an up-and-coming young fighter as well, and he was taken too early.
I know.
At 25 years old.
It's just, you know, I can't say enough about the ignorance or the unsensitiveness of it, but it's the elephant in the room. We had to address it. Wow, he comes in looking good, by the way.
And please welcome his opponent, Matt Masterson.
Well, as Matt Masterson makes his way to the Rocktagon cage, it's time for the tail of the tape, brought to you by Defense Soap. Matt Masterson, 30 years old, Tyler Beckley, 29. Beckley and Masterson both 6 feet tall. Beckley weighed in at 200.5 pounds, Masterson at 190.5. Tyler Beckley, 72-inch reach to a 70-inch reach for Matt Masterson. We talked a lot about Masterson and what he's doing in his basically battle to come back to MMA, you know, and deciding to fight again. But Tyler Beckley, he is about as good as they come when you're on the mat. First of all, he's a physical specimen.
I'm just looking at him and say he should be a male model.
Wrestling?
He might be in the wrong sport because he could be a male. I mean,
yeah, you're right.
Whatever. I could judge a person on their looks, but I bet you that women would have a crush on Tyler Beckley.
I think so.
I
don't think he has a hard time in that department.
I know. I bet he does well. He's a good-looking guy, and he's put together great.
Wrestler, does a lot of gi training, very good in jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
He is he's as good as they come on the mat and one of the best young fighters around.
Yeah, wow. He's a physical specimen, and Masterson comes in, and he looks great too. I see 4 abs on him.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening. This bout features 2 of Ohio's best MMA fighters. And ladies and gentlemen, this bout is brought to you by James Jetta and Lorenzo Gentili. These bouts are sanctioned by the Ohio State Athletic Commission, Executive Director Ernie Profato, your lead inspectors Gary Saras and Lorenzo Scott. Your 3 judges tonight scoring the bout will be John Klock, John Belts, and Brian Monroe. Your physician at cage side will be Dr. Jerome Williams. And your timekeeper will be Gino Camelli. And your referee in charge of the action once the bell rings will be Rick Fike. This bout scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the light heavyweight division. So now, Cleveland, Ohio, on behalf of everyone here at the La Via Event Center in Cleveland, Ohio, and on behalf of Rocktagon MMA, the wait is over. Make some noise. It's time to go to war. Introducing first in the blue corner. He's a jiu-jitsu fighter standing 6 feet, 1 inch tall. He weighed in at 200 pounds, and he has an impressive record of 6 wins with 1 loss, 1 knockout, and 5 of those coming by way of submission. Coming from Demolition Fight Team and RJJA in Toledo. He's from Findlay, Ohio. Please put your hands together for Tyler Beckley. And introducing his opponent in the red corner. He's an unorthodox fighter standing 6 feet tall. He went in at 190.5 pounds. He has an impressive record of 9 wins with 3 losses. Coming in from the Wrestling Factory and Fearless Fight Team in Westlake, Ohio. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Masterson! And once again, your referee to give the final instructions, Rick Fike.
Okay, fighters, you're the main event. Let's give this crowd something to remember, okay? I want you to protect yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves, back up, and on my signal, let's come out fighting.
Cleveland, Ohio, get on your feet and make some noise. This is round 1.
Here we go in the Rocktagon Professional 205-pound division. Tyler Beckley in the black trunks with the white print. He's 6-1. Matt Masterson making his return to the cage in the black trunks with the white shamrock. He's 9-3. It's been a long time since we saw Masterson in the cage, but one of the best around for a long time at this. And when they say he's an unorthodox style fighter, they ain't lying. I mean, he's very calm and very calculated just about everything he does. And Tyler Beckley, a very aggressive fighter.
Nice
so
jab.
Contrasting styles here.
Yeah, nice jab. And we have the southpaw versus Masterson is moving back and forth, left, southpaw and normal.
And Tyler Beckley tried for the Superman punch, missed, and actually Masterson was able to connect with him on a left hand, and now Beckley gets the takedown.
Masterson is flexible because the way he shot that, I saw his leg bow backwards. So
Does yoga.
Masterson,
Yeah.
okay, you're right, yoga. I forgot about that. But that was abnormally flexible from Masterson.
And you just saw right there as Beckley tried to flip over Masterson. He was able to hold himself up on one arm there.
Yeah.
Very strong man. And Beckley trying to find a way to get Masterson down on his back. Masterson not letting him do it easily.
No, and that's what stinks is, you know, when the guy's got his back up against the cage, it's so hard. You want him flat, and that cage is such an advantage to a guy who knows how to use the cage. It could be a huge disadvantage, but it could also be an advantage if you know how to use it. And it looks like Masterson knows what he's doing down there.
Beckley tried to make the move up into the mount, wasn't able to do so. Is Masterson keeping him in the guard? And he is, I mean, he's the king of the rubber guard.
Yeah, and he's looking for an omoplata here from rubber guard. And this is scary. This is
And this is where he's being
and
very
the crowd's
dangerous.
going crazy, so they must know that.
Oh, they know what Masterson is. He's the king of rubber guard.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay. And obviously Tyler did a good job of getting out of there, but he sort of gave him his back a little bit.
Now Masterson, hammer fist to the side of the face, and he's going to try to
careful.
He spins out the back, circles out, and he's got Tyler Beckley's back. Now Beckley.
Yeah, he had wrist control, and he just followed him right around.
Very smooth, very fluid. That's how Matt Masterson fights.
Yeah, Masterson looks pretty slick. We got a beautiful attempt, but I just think the flexibility, I don't think Matt's worried about that at all.
Tyler Beckley on the bottom.
Yeah, and look how Matt's bringing his knee up and trapping Tyler's arm. It's just a great defense right there.
Matt Masterson, 9-3 in his career.
Triangle.
Returning to the cage, been impressive so far. Doesn't look like he had any rust. That was one of the worries here is how rusty would Matt Masterson
so
be?
Calm. Yeah, just his face, even when they were, like, watch his face when he stands up. He's so calm.
There they go again, back at it, and a big left hand there.
Ooh, Master went out. I don't know if that was from a bad strike. Ooh, big hits coming.
And Tyler Beckley is a large man. Loves being on the mat, but he's going to let Matt Masterson stand back up. Time out there as Masterson will get his mouth guard back in.
Yeah, I don't know if he's hurt or not. He might have got buckled. They're going to wash it off, and this is huge, letting him wash it off. If he did have stars, this 15, 20 seconds of washing the mouth guard out is huge for the fighter.
And you never know. You're not allowed to spit it out, but a savvy fighter, if he takes a big hit, knows if you get rid of that mouth guard, the next stop in the action. Those are some big punches by Beckley.
And it's that southpaw that maybe Masterson, is a little confused with.
Well, Masterson has one hell of a chin, and it's going to take a lot to knock him down, but Beckley came in flinging him there, and now they go back to the mat again.
Yep. And Masterson obviously gained his composure again. He did look a little weary at the, when Rick Fike broke it up. He did look a little dazed, and by the time he got his mouth guard out, now he's in a dominant position. Good for him.
This is what he does. Matt Masterson just works the position, finds the advantage.
The knee on the arm, he's sort of got Tyler's arm trapped, and he could probably do a little damage here.
And Tyler looking to bend back that arm again.
Though. Yeah. I mean, Tyler's a strong guy, but the flexibility and the yoga of Masterson it's tough to coach against.
I mean, remember when there was a time when the jiu-jitsu guys were the little skinny guys and karate gis? Now look at Tyler Beckley. I mean, he is a mammoth of a human being. You'd look at him and you'd say, oh, he's a brawler. Of course he's not. He gi trains, jiu-jitsu, grappling, wrestling. 10 seconds to go here in the first round of our main event in the 205-pound professional division. Tyler Beckley, Matt Masterson. It's been a good one so far.
It has been. And I'm wondering, how do you get...
That is a tough one to score. Back and forth it went. Beckley probably did the more damage in the one exchange, but Masterson was stalking and was on top of him for a portion of the round too. I think maybe Beckley stole it because he was able to take down Masterson after delivering the damage with his fist, but a very, very tough round, a close one.
I would agree. I'm going to go with Beckley for that round, 10-9, and you could talk me the other way if you wanted to. I'm cool with that.
So round number 1 in the books. 3 5-minute rounds here. Remember, this is Matt Masterson's return to the cage. Long anticipated. There was a point when Matt Masterson was pegged as a for sure guy to leave, you know, the regional ranks and go up to the big time.
Really?
And then obviously the tragedy with his brother and things have severely changed.
Round 2.
And he's certainly looks right at home back in the cage again. Here is Matt Masterson.
Nice inside leg kick.
9-3, black trunks with the white shamrock. Tyler Beckley 6-1, black trunks with the white print on them. And Beckley going in for the wrestling now. You didn't see him really try too much for grappling and wrestling in that first round, but now early on here in the second, went right back to it.
Yeah, he closed it. You know, you're right. I mentioned it earlier when he was on the corner here. He had that single leg and he dumped him, and I was amazed on the flexibility of Masterson's knee. However, he did the same thing, and Masterson showed his flexibility. And that's a scary thing to deal with. When a guy's flexible, it takes a lot of submissions out of there.
And another thing Masterson's very good at is Beckley trying to improve his position and get out of the guard. Masterson's very good at, you know, like certain quarterbacks. Oh, it's a huge left hand there by Beckley. Certain quarterbacks in the NFL and more elbows, those really got to hurt. They can see the field differently than others. LeBron James sees a basketball game differently than others. Matt Masterson sees a fight differently than other fighters.
And it all slows down for him.
And he always knows where the wrists are. He always knows what arm needs to be pinned down, and that's an advantage.
I get it. And here he is there with the rubber guard again. And I just can't believe he doesn't tear an ACL. Like, I don't even know what he's doing right now.
He's wrapping up the left shoulder of Tyler Beckley and trying to roll it over.
It's amazing.
And now a hammer fist to the face of Beckley. Beckley breaks free.
And Beckley's got to be nervous there.
The rubber guard is one of the toughest guards to go up against because there's so many different ways, and it's so unorthodox. You don't see a lot of fighters use it.
It's so unorthodox, and so many people can't do it, so it's hard to train against. Beautiful, beautiful reversal. Now he's got an arm on his back. This could get ugly. And this could be one that could break an arm. Okay.
Masterson gives that up, climbs onto the back, and he's going to look to try to get under the chin here.
Thank God Masterson didn't just – I mean, when you have your arm on your back, you could get really crazy. It could have got ugly, and Masterson, maybe out of respect for his opponent, didn't just go and rip his arm off. But thank God for the respect to Masterson, but now he's looking for a rear naked choke.
Can't see if the chin is underneath it or not. I would think he would have tapped by now if it was really deep, but it's certainly. He just gave a thumbs up.
Gave the thumbs up.
Says he's okay.
Yeah. Now I don't think he could really finish the choke until okay. And that was smart. You got to roll into it. You can't get choked if you're facing him.
Smothered him over into half guard. Masterson trying to move into the full mount, was caught by Beckley. Beckley now in kind of in survival mode this time, just trying to get through, weather the storm, if you will, that Matt Masterson has brought upon him.
Okay, he's doing good. He's trying to get close to the body. The closer you are to the body, the less leverage the guy's got to punch you. Okay.
Like an anaconda.
Now, is he going for his own? Is he going for his own rubber guard?
Beckley was looking for the left arm of Masterson and lost it.
Now what Beckley cannot do is let Masterson jump over to the right side. If he gets both of his knees on Beckley's left side of the body, he's in a little bit of trouble on that arm triangle.
And Masterson gives that up.
Yep, smartly. These guys are technically sound. They're pros. We got a 6-1 versus a 9-3.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys.
As good as it gets.
Smart. Yeah. And the flexibility of Masterson, I would give that up if I was Beckley. You're gonna just waste energy and time trying to bend that arm up because, with the yoga training and the flexibility and the wisdom of Masterson, you're not gonna get it.
Rick Fike stands him back up, and here they go, touch gloves. Tyler Beckley.
Big right hand by Masterson.
And Masterson's cheek cut open a little bit. A big right hand.
Ooh.
And a leg kick to the head. And now he's got Masterson on the back pedal.
Masterson's got to get his hands up. Oh, he tried a lateral drop. Ill-advised. I mean, obviously, if it worked, it would have been a great move. Now that it didn't work, I wouldn't have tried it. But I think Masterson was hurt.
I think so too. He had him back pedal, but you never know with Matt either. That's the thing. He always kind of has the same look, and you never. It just never.
Yeah. Okay.
It never seems like he's 100% into the fight, but he always is. You got to be very careful at how aggressive you get, because look, on the takedown, all of a sudden Masterson has got one knee outside, looking to possibly move into a full mount.
And he's so dangerous with submissions and overall fighting that you can't give him dominant positions. Now, it sounds like you've called a few of his fights.
I have called one and watched about 6.
Okay.
I'm very familiar with Matt Masterson, but I've also seen Tyler Beckley fight 3 or 4 times as we're rounding towards the end of round number 2 here, and that'll do it. Very, very good fight so far, Nick. Does that one go to Masterson?
That one goes to Masterson.
So the first one's a coin toss. Second one, you think goes to Masterson?
Absolutely.
They're going to have to bring it here in round number 3.
Yeah, I mean, so evenly matched the fights tonight. It's so awesome. And then here we have another beautiful Rocktagon ring girl, Jax. Yep, beautiful Jax.
Actually, I think that one's Allison.
Oh, Allison, I meant.
They both have great tattoos. And here you go. Here's the exchange.
Yeah.
And a big takedown. And Masterson's face went right in the mat. And as you said, that mat's extremely tough. That's like almost like a punch.
Saw a knockout. The Matt 1-0 versus competitor.
Yep.
Now, Will, tell me a little bit. You announced for ESPN Cleveland.
Yes, for ESPN Radio in Cleveland.
All right.
A radio show.
And you are
every
the
night.
Cleveland Browns beat reporter.
Cleveland Browns beat reporter.
Now,
and
do you get to travel with them everywhere they go?
I do. I usually do about 11 of the 16 games.
Beautiful.
Yes.
All right. So I'm sitting with royalty here, and I really am humbled by how you know what, I really appreciate what you do and how you help me with this, because you're a good role model for me to look up to.
Well, I appreciate that. As Matt Masterson
back fist.
Missed that spinning. And you saw all 3 unorthodox attacks there in the beginning of that round already. That's what Matt Masterson. And he's so quick, but Tyler Beckley able to take him right back to the ground. And now he's actually in half guard. And Beckley has not had a dominant position from the top on the mat yet in this fight.
I think you're right.
Every time he was up against the fence
Yep.
And against the cage, and Matt Masterson was able to escape out of it.
Yeah, and Masterson knows. I mean, just look at the calmness of Masterson. He just, it's like another day in the park, just laying there. Ooh, nice hammer fist.
But if you give up 1 inch of space to Beckley, he makes you pay. I mean, he has these fierce fists that just come raining down, and they got to feel like a freight train.
Yeah. And I have a feeling he's pretty strong. If I were to just look at his body, I bet you they hurt.
And he's going to stand up, and Beckley's bleeding pretty good out of his nose now.
Okay. And Masterson's got a little blood. He's got it. Oh, you're looking for that spinning back fist. You got to. Oh.
And Beckley tried to come right back with it. Masterson will step over, take him down to the mat.
He might have hurt his elbow. He might have hurt his elbow on the spinning back fist.
So Masterson.
Now this would be, in wrestling, this is called a power half with the legs in. Although you can't get back points in MMA, you could definitely tell Masterson has wrestled before.
But as you said, if one of the judges has a wrestling background, that could be advantageous and score good on the card.
Like, oh, he's doing a power half. He's doing a power half with the legs in. Now, what I have seen with the legs in is it's called a guillotine, and it has nothing to do with the guillotine choke and stuff. But there's a thing called a guillotine where you throw the legs in, and I've seen a guillotine submission in the UFC. So it's totally different. It's not a choke. It's more of a body wrenching position.
But a very rare. You don't see it very often.
No, heavens no.
You're talking about a submission on the body that does not happen very often.
No.
As now Matt Masterson was in half guard and escapes out the side as Beckley tried to reverse it. Still on top as Masterson has the back of Beckley.
Yep. Masterson's gaining confidence right now.
And he's punching. And any rust or jitters there may have been in the beginning are long gone by this point as we're halfway through the 3rd round.
You know what? And I don't think there was any rust or jitters.
It didn't seem like it.
No. But that was big for – ooh.
Big left hand by Beckley.
Masterson's got to get back down to the ground because Tyler hurt him earlier in the round.
I actually called one of Matt's losses.
Oh, really?
And it was to I can't remember the gentleman's name from Virginia, and he pummeled Matt. Matt never went down. pummeled him the entire fight.
He's got a chin.
Yeah,
but
he's got an unbelievable chin.
So you're saying that they were on their feet and he got
the
peppered.
entire time, yeah.
Really?
A great fight, and when it did go to the mat, Matt did similar things to what he's doing right now, and Beckley has to be a little bit disheartened there because that was a big left hand there and didn't even really move Masterson all that much.
Masterson got this takedown. So this is a tough one to call because I think Tyler got the best of him and even rocked him in the beginning of the round and just rocked him again, but Masterson's dominated the top position. So
he certainly has.
I don't know. This is going to be a tough one to call. And you and I have it as 1 round apiece. This is huge.
It's very huge right now as we're getting towards the end of round number 3 in this 205-pound Rocktagon professional bout. Matt Masterson, 9-3.
I think
making his return to the cage.
Tyler needs a reversal or an escape and a takedown to even things out.
Tyler Beckley, 6-1, and trying to find something on the bottom here on the mat. Looking for the arm again.
Beautiful, beautiful. This is high-level stuff.
Very technical.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And Tyler's really trying to get that arm. You know, as long as Masterson can hold on to something. And, you know, I don't think it's illegal to hold on to your own shorts and stuff. You know, wrap your fingers in. But the thing is, you can't get your arm extended or broken out of that position. So grab onto anything. Grab onto your knee pad, grab onto your shorts. Do whatever you can, but do not let your arm get extended or broken free from your body.
Smothering Tyler Beckley now. Beckley's got to be looking for a stand-up here.
Yeah.
Because he needs to make something happen here late in round number 3.
Yeah.
Did do some damage. He said it'll be very interesting to see how the judges, if it makes it to the card.
Beckley's got to get back to his feet. Beckley needs an escape and probably has to have a couple more punches on his feet because he did rock Masterson, but the 2 takedowns by Masterson is, is what the, like we said, what judges are judging.
Yep.
Are they jiu-jitsu? Are they kickboxing? Are they wrestling judges?
Unbelievable fight from 2
beautiful,
warriors.
Beautiful, and they hug, a great sportsmanship and a great fight.
One hell of a fight there. It was highly anticipated. The fans had to wait a long time to see Matt Masterson return, but they got a show, and now it's going to go to the judges' scorecards. Which way do the judges put this one? Will it be for Tyler Beckley, 6-1. Matt Masterson, 9-3. It'll be interesting to see, as I imagine we'll have a replay coming up, and here we go. See Masterson backing up, measuring, and this is right there, a left hand and another left, and Masterson just eats them. Those are big punches from a big man, and he just backs right up.
Both guys act like they've been here.
Yeah.
They have great corners.
Veterans.
Yeah, they're veterans, and the judges have not turned their cards in. They're still looking right now.
It'll be interesting to see how it plays out. We'll send it up cage side to find out who the winner is. The official decision is next.
Beautiful, beautiful. Both corners are good too.
Let's send it up to Don Denoy.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, from California to New York, once again, your Ohio fighters are proving that they are the best in MMA. Give them another round of applause. At the end of 3 grueling 5-minute rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Clock scores about 29-28. Judge Belt scores about 30-27. And Judge Monroe scores about 30-27. For your winner, in the red corner, Matt Masterson. Let's hear it one more time for Tyler Beckley.
All right, I'm here with your winner, Matt Masterson. How about one more big round of applause for Tyler Beckley, too? What a hell of a fight, huh? All right, Matt. It was a long road to get back here. Was there any rust when you first walked back into that cage?
Oh, for sure. I haven't really been doing quite as much MMA as I'd like to in preparation for fighting, but I mean, I was in good physical condition. I was just hoping, relying on that to kind of pull me through. That's kind of what it did. So I'd like to get a little bit more cage time in before my next fight. So.
How good does it feel to get back in here and start it off again with another victory?
Stressful, man. Waiting. I hate waiting. Once I get in here, I feel all right. But when I'm like an hour or two backstage, it just sucks, man. It really does. So.
Anybody out there you want to thank, Matt?
Just my family, my girlfriend, everyone that supports me. Thank you. And my teammates, you know. Everyone that helps me prepare, I appreciate it.
All right, I want everybody in the building. One more huge round of applause for your main event winner. He's back, folks. Matt Masterson.